When will I be good enough to be all I wanna be? When?
What is the essence of healing in the world, Stefanie? How can we all come together and form a united force? How can we attain enough food for everyone, enough water for everyone, and enough safety for everyone? How can we do it as a global community, Stefanie, in your eyes?
Well, I think looking at it from the global aspect is probably daunting for most people. It's daunting for me. But I think it has to start with 2 people, and then that moves to 10 people. You have a beautiful project right in your backyard called the Dark Mountain Project with Peter Kingsnorth, who I absolutely adore and have now started participating with. There is no longer a way to save our planet the way people talk about saving it. And I think the absolute pivotal issue that people must pay attention to, and it starts on a very small scale, growing food, even if it's just tomatoes or herbs in your garden, growing something, pulling in community. That might only be 10 or 15 people, but you share the responsibilities of food and water and shelter instead of this individualized, I've got to have mine, and this belief that technology is going to provide us enough food. They're going to find a way to feed us and water us and shelter us, as long as the global mindset is that someone else will fix this for us so that we can be consumers. We will extinct ourselves out of the planet very quickly. So I think it is very important that we go back to nature at its root, and that we remember that the earth is not a resource well. She is a living, breathing being, the actual earth. And the way I try to teach children that I work with is that, think of a mother who's having a baby. That baby is connected to that mother with an umbilical cord, and that's how life is given to that child until that child can sustain. Well, the earth is the same way to her trees. The trees, if you think about the roots of the trees being the umbilical cord to the earth, that's a very simple way to think of it. And the birds and the bees and the animals live because those trees live, and bees can pollinate and things can grow, the soil can be good. That is where we have to start. And for every person out there thinking that someone else is going to fix what we have ruined, I beg you to go and find information on your own. It doesn't matter where you go. Read CNN, Fox News, your local newspaper, read UCLA, read Oxford, go in search of this information on your own. Find your own truth, and that means having to spend some time. The one thing I can say with certainty is that if we do not go back to those simple issues, those simple, pivotal things that we learned as children, take care of your earth, we are going to have nowhere to live. And so Dark Mountain Project, which I didn't mean to pitch or anything, it's just something you can go and find, addresses this so eloquently through art, through nature, through poetry, through writing. So Peter is this incredible writer and this incredible being that, along with going back to nature, has some their project, it's just another project out there that people can read about, and there are millions of them. And I think it's important at some point, I think, with globalization, all of these little projects are going to link.
Yes.
And it's coming. And that's coming. So I think each of us, each of us has a responsibility to take care of our world. Take care of your little piece of the earth.
We do. More voices being heard around the world. More individuals being given the chance to voice. More people knowing that change can and is happening. More people knowing that this is the future. We are the future and we can shape it.